Welcome back to Workers and Resources. Last episode we hopefully solved gravel, coal supplies, and fixed up the road here with a roundabout to hook up a lot more parking lots, which will most likely be built this episode. So we shall start doing that. I could merge all of these roads into one construction task, but it's okay. We have enough workers to pick up and do that on site. We've also started construction of the courthouse to assist our police in fighting crime. And we have to finish our prison, all of which is going to take a bit of money. Hopefully our train exporting fuel and bitumen can manage to stave off the cost a little bit. But yeah, gravel supplies over here are very well done. We won't run into any issues anymore, I don't think. This can give me a warning if it's empty, if there's any problem, and I guess this one can as well. If I get a warning about missing coal or gravel, it's going to be an issue that we should take care of. We should also build the road towards the fire station, just so we have it. And we might actually make a road connection around here for the fire station, so it can have easier access. It doesn't really need it. It goes down here, main road over here. That should be short enough. Village houses still have too many criminals. Once the courthouse is up and running successfully, placing more police stations will be relatively easy. So I don't see a problem with that. Placing one into the village, hooking it up by road. Footpaths, yeah, we could have a police station right in this area next to the parking lots. So yeah, current plan is don't use all the money, expand what we have currently scheduled to be built, and actually start making real amounts of money, getting more workers into the oil refinery, which these parking lots are also for. Low loyalty, still. 19 is really low. Happiness is okay, but we have really low loyalty. I will probably place 2 monuments in this area to help a little bit with that. Get both of these buildings under the influence of 2 monuments will be raising the loyalty well enough, I think. Let's start with one and see how it goes. Everything is in the radius of the Soviet Star. We still haven't dressed it up in lights. Probably should do that. That's better. Well, let's see how much money we use up once all construction projects are in place. We'll probably have a lot of workers going different places. Police station, university, all require constant supply of workers. And then the courthouse will also require a lot, plus the prison. If the prison is here, people will need to get here to work, so probably a few more parking lots just for the prison. We'll see how that works. And then depending on how our nation is doing in regards to unemployment, 30 people are unemployed, 13 here. We might place down another building also. Right now the main issue is not having enough cars, I think. If you could believe that, if you look at those roads. It feels like most of these buildings are starting to fill up again with like single workers. So it seems like it is slowly repopulating with what we have built here. There are some teachers missing. I guess the issue, or the problem of not educating our children is not that big of a deal, because as soon as they turn 18 they could pick up a car and drive to get an education inside the commercial district, if that works. And yeah, the other thing we have to check, last episode I saw that these intersections that have traffic lights count as an electric wire connection somehow. And I would like to see if the courthouse, which is placed here, that only has one electric connection, can draw electricity from the intersection. So it's placed like there. Oh, I guess no, it has both. I thought it said it only had one. Wasn't there one building where it made that happen? I guess not. I have to test that at some point. Some epidemic. Our hospital is doing fine. We also have enough capacity in there. We have enough ambulances standing around. No problems there. Let's help with the assigning of like workers to these road construction projects. You can still see the line of the original road going here with all the compacted earth. Yeah, this road could be a little bit longer. It would just help them having them on the left side of the road. Right now the people that try to go to the right lane can't get there. But it's not that big of a deal. As soon as there's some movement on the intersection, the people going right can also move, I guess. And don't have to go through the intersection. So it still helps. Furthest parking lot can reach all of these. And furthest parking lot here can reach all of these. Seems to all be okay. So we could have residential buildings here, and they could take cars that we buy and store in these parking lots and drive into the commercial district and just do their stuff there. Is the gas station depleted now? Yes. We can remove that one. Traffic jam. So this road segment is a little bit too short. There's not enough people lining up to go through, lining up both sides of the road. I also thought there would be way more cars trying to turn right, but it looks like that isn't actually the issue. If we had a bridge bypass here, going across, could skip the intersection entirely. But then why have the intersection? So basically we're thinking about turning this into a junction where nothing is crossing each other and it's just splitting and merging roads. At most two lanes, two one-way lanes connecting with two other one-way lanes. I can try something with this. What if I put these as part of the intersection? What's the situation now? The intersection is very large. This bypass road doesn't make any sense anymore. I guess now we could have two signals at the same time. It also merged everything into two intervals again. So I want 7 and 5 at the same time. 2 should be a main road. 7 and 5. Then we want 2 and 7. I'm just going to try and see if that does anything. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 intervals. 7 and 5. 2 and 7. And then 5 and 2. There seems to be one corner that is not right yet. What is 3? 3 is this thing. Oh. Did it not add that? Like that? That's ridiculous. That's not the original intention, but maybe it would work. We'll go back to the original one. Maybe we can try the 2 pieces here. So 1 and 3, 3 and 5, 5 and 1. 1 and 3, 3 and 5, 5 and 1. Main roads are 2 is a one-way road, 1 is a priority road. Right, let's see how that one works. So we have green lights on multiple roads, which basically simulates some of them getting green already, with the next one shutting off later. So if 1 and 3 have green, basically these two have green, and at some point 1 will turn off and 5 will turn on. So maybe we get more traffic through the intersection now. We definitely need it. There's a pretty big traffic jam here. Not sure why they are not driving if they have green. I guess they are still... If they have green and they have green, they are trying to prevent accidents, so it does not work the way I want it to. We'll switch back to 15 intervals and only 1 green at all times. I will probably have to design something here. This is like a main traffic artery and it's turning into a problem. Not as fast as I thought it would, but it's still happening. 20% loyalty, 27. Okay. Loyalty is holding at overall 41%, but could be better. This monument hasn't been built yet. There's way too many workers on site, but we'll let it finish. If they're on the monument, they're not driving a car right now. Okay. We can designate these as one-way roads now as well. Make sure that all intersections are set correctly, at least those that we have. And now we have to wait for the parking lots to be built. It's going to be a large influx of traffic on this roundabout, and a lot of people are trying to probably move from here to the oil refinery, which would interrupt traffic coming down here. No, it wouldn't. They would have priority before these people. So they would get on the roundabout and then people coming down here would have to wait. I think traffic flow backwards should go well. Going towards work is a little bit of a problem, but going back could be a large string of vehicles moving back and it shouldn't cause any issues. We'll probably fill 4 of these and see what happens. The only problem right now is also having gas stations, maybe down here in this area. Maybe a gas station on this loop. One gas station will be necessary somewhere. And it could create a lot of traffic. I might get rid of this thing. So people that go out here and want to go into the roundabout have to go a different way. I probably should also set traffic signs so they know they don't have the right of way. Don't want any issues created by that. Courthouse is getting there, as is the prison. We don't have any machinery, any road cranes in here yet. So let's reduce the amount of workers that go into that construction site. Once I get the Mars 305 bus, I'm probably going to buy it and put it back to work. I'm going to buy it right now. One bus coming up. Sending more people into the oil refinery right for now. We have a few unemployment issues. I think it makes sense having more loyalty boosting buildings in the commercial district, since everyone's gonna go to the shopping center. So if they see loyalty boosting stuff in the vicinity, it will probably help. Alright, that is a lot of traffic. That's a lot of traffic going through that intersection. Let's try freeform again, see what happens. I don't know why you had to loop around. Where are you going? Yeah, I don't want this to be a road to be used by any vehicle. That you're not using the main road is a little bit concerning. But as long as it's only one, it's okay. Here's our bus, refueled and ready to go to pick up a ton of workers. And a lot of the parking lots are also ready to go to be built, so let's get that started. Road cranes have arrived at the courthouse and at the prison. Still need some more resources, but we can allow a few more people working here. They drive here by car and just put this thing into action, I guess. Can't reach any residential building right now by foot, but that is going to change. I still have to place this footpath in between here. The road might be upgraded eventually. So there is going to be an option for crossing this on flat ground for people who can't walk along the overpass, I guess. Which most of them are going to use if I build it like that. So I'm probably going to remove that for now. And then yeah, just have a connection into the building somewhere. No road cranes on any of these, but that's fine. So I want a lot of mortar buns. I'm going to fill the parking lot up. I'm not going to count. Now that I bought my 1 Mars 305 bus, I guess I could do the whole getting a lot of rubles via US currency strat. And I think I will do that, so I don't have to worry about money and just about traffic issues, at least for now. The goal is still going to be to pay everything back. Doesn't really matter how long I take it. 530,000. So this is as much as we can borrow in US currency. And we still have our trucks standing here waiting to export more nuclear fuel. So excuse me while I have to click a bunch to buy more containers. I think they should make maybe add an event that if you do that kind of thing, there's going to be an international incident. Because I do feel like this is a little bit cheesy, but I like it. Alright, so we have a lot of money now stored at the customs house that just needs to get there to our border basically. $6.5 million US dollars turned into rubles. Our existing loan can be paid back without issues, plus we will have plenty to spare. I'm not going to pay it back. Doesn't benefit me, except for I might forget, but yeah, it's fine. Oh yeah, you will have a little bit of a traffic jam now that there's a bunch of cars coming out of this customs house. I could buy all of the vehicles on the train customs house and then drive them into a vehicle parking space, so they don't block any customs house. People are already occupying this parking lot, even though I bought a bunch of vehicles and they shouldn't. Does that mean we have a lot of vehicles in the customs house that aren't going anywhere? No, all of them left. I guess we'll see what happens. Where am I sending the trucks anyway? They could go the short path, right? They're probably going to the original customs house. Sweet. Svitkoa? No, it is the short one. Okay, no, that's fine. Then we will have an influx of money very shortly. I don't think the idea of letting this run as it wants is helping traffic. So, we're gonna get our traffic signs back. 1 and 3 are priority, 4 is nothing, 5 is backing up, and then I could set those individually, so intervals would be a little bit more precise. I'm going to set them all for 15 again and see what happens. Alright. Oh, right, now I have 2 snapping points here. Oh well. Snapping points be like that now. Still need the footpaths for these vehicles to become accessible. But then these residences will have a lot more options. And they will also avoid this loop getting out onto the road right here if they want to go to the oil refinery, bypassing this intersection. Now all of these vehicles here, I think there's people now living in the village trying to go shopping. So I think the village is growing again, maybe. Okay, maybe not. Oh, it is. We have some people living in here now. So it is trying to grow, but traffic is not helping with that. Them trying to get into town over this intersection is not working that well. We will give the green light of 30 seconds. Oh, 30 ticks. To allow all of these vehicles to go through. Since there seems to be so much traffic that direction now. It doesn't help that these stupid trucks turn left at the last possible second. Because we still have this snapping point here. They should already pick the route before that. Well, maybe it clears up and we can replace that. If I could replace this snapping point with this one, that this distance would be way longer and it would probably help. Yeah, turning around here is no. That's not going to be a thing. You can use that route, but don't use the intersection to do a complete 180. Alright. All traffic is gone. Let's remove that snapping point. We will leave that one here. So now they should pick the correct side a little bit earlier, I hope. We will toggle the interval back to 15. And see what it looks like in a bit. I might get rid of these roads again. They're too close. Too close to all of this. But that also means I need to get rid of the snapping point and... Alright, now it doesn't quite work because there's so much traffic coming that way. But maybe when this footpath finishes, all of these will become active. both residential buildings, and even the people up there now have access to these parked vehicles. So they might decide to skip this area and walk to these cars to then drive somewhere. They are already all in the parking lot. I guess they might need to be refueled a little bit, but yeah. Maybe we'll catch this where we can remove that segment point where all of this clears up. Almost. Like that. Okay, the segment is clear. Remove this one and the snapping point. And that one. We'll see how it behaves now. Since that intersection is just a left and right hand turn, so they can pick the lanes accordingly and line themselves up. Still don't like how they use this part, but I guess it is what it is. And this area could also benefit from that, because some of them are picking the left lane after they pass this section. I might have to move the technical service to the inner loop. Get rid of this one, get rid of this junction, make this road longer. So we'll place a replacement road that goes this way. First we should try and get rid of this. See if that helps. I guess I could make that happen by just temporarily turning that into traffic light and just saying you have a phase of like red for 60 seconds, and during that time this whole road will clear and I can remove the snapping point in between. So now it's red. In the meantime this will turn green at some point, I hope. And then this road will free up, not have any traffic on it, and I can remove that snapping point. And then we turn this back to a regular intersection and see how it behaves. Maybe we'll do the same, but maybe this will be enough for them to spread out left lane, right lane. We'll see. Still not enough resources here. So money is fine. That's going to be no problem right now. We do have a very large loan to pay pack eventually. But the US bank has said that we can do that whenever. It's fine. Let me assign... No, all construction officers are already assigned here. Why is it that slow? Is it traffic? They are heading towards this building. I don't think there's a traffic jam. We also should build this road so we get rid of these markings of ongoing construction. Why is this a stop? What the hell happened here? 5 and 2 are priority. 2 and 5. 3 is nothing. Well, 3 is that, and 1 is that. Very confusing. Wow, that truck cut off that ambulance. Not very nice. The ambulance has to do a weird turn here. Can have another segment where they can just turn into the hospital that way. Or we can just make these not one-way roads. That's fine too. Kindergarten on fire. One helicopter has been called. Everyone is safe. Everything is fine. I will be happy once this fire station is up because it will provide fire safety all the way into the village. And the existing helicopters plus that fire station with vehicles will be pretty good for everything. I think in the future my heating plants and so on will always be supplied by like parking lots with a few personal vehicles. I think that's kind of convenient. The rest, like the oil refinery, probably not. Getting 500 people here with 10 parking lots would be 280 plus almost double, so 20 parking lots. I guess it would work, but the amount of traffic it creates is like enormous. Dump trucks are very busy since I started building the large missing roads. I should assign the remainder of the one-way lanes now. This one can't be one-way yet, but this one can. Still lots and lots of little junction pieces here. The rest all got merged. Drink alcohol, only 79%. Currently traveling. Trying to get out of this nightmare. The intersection needs a change. I do wonder how many people are trying to get to the church. I will turn that one off. See what happens. If it reduces traffic. All needs are fulfilled. Heading to commercial district. I think they are trying to drive from here to here to do stuff, which is not ideal. It is a right-hand turn, so it's not that bad. I wish I had my bypass again. Bypass road. But yeah, it's not great. These parking lots are a little bit more, are used a little bit more than previously. I should probably relocate all vehicles down there and see what happens. Let's relocate some of these and see what happens. It's going to create a lot more traffic to start out with. But if they want to go shopping, they can just go here, and if they want to drive to the oil refinery, this will be the shorter route. And also lots and lots of roundabouts to help. Our court is now online. Doesn't hook up to the intersection. That must just be a visual bug with the whole... We can get electricity from the intersection. Yeah, I'll probably report that if I don't forget it. Lots of crime. Why are you not doing any cases? Oh, because they're still being investigated, of course. Guess we need more people working here to work those before they become obsolete. Of course, now people might try to drive from here to the police station. Only one residential building is in range. We'll set up some cosmetic footpaths. And see what the walking distances are after those go online. Or are being built, I guess. Need more people in the oil refinery. Now initially I didn't want to have people living in here, in the commercial district, and drive to here from the outside. The shopping center can't really reach those parking lots down here, at least currently. Maybe with some of these footpaths that will be possible. If it is, maybe we can have more residential buildings nearby. I would like to learn if once people walk into a parking lot, and then they would be in walking distance of the shopping center if they go there. Or if they have to drive to another parking lot to make that work. And if they pick a parking lot that is the closest to the building, or if they pick any parking lot randomly. Oh yeah, our pollution monitoring station has been built in the meantime as well. Looks like the prison is built in directly the most polluted area. Probably because of construction efforts, but that was not intentional. Well, kind of was. The brick trucks are driving over the bridge, coming out here and then driving to the prison, so I think they're taking the shortcut over here. Do we have enough room for a roundabout here? So 1 here, 2 down. 1, 2. Here. It would be a 4x4, 5x5 roundabout we could fit in here. And then 1 road here, use that one. Make the roundabout, hook these roads up. We still have to relocate the access to the technical service somewhere else. But that could work. Hello Kelny Lancy. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Welcome to the stream. Now, I will redo this right now. Pause the game real quick. Maybe that was a little bit premature. We will rebuild that road with priority. I'm not going to put down a dirt road right now to bypass this whole section. It can be constructed quickly, and then what we have to do is get the snapping point out of there. So I will make this a traffic light. With there being 1 interval where all of them are red, and that's going to last like 120, so or 60 is maximum, but yeah, just turn red, free all the cars out of here, and then we can get rid of this intersection once that car leaves, and then turn this back to normal. We should be able to get a roundabout in here. I'm not sure what to do with the traffic until that happens. Make a bypass road over here into this area for the time being. That would also extend this whole lane if I just made this a traffic route that goes here. But it would also increase travel distances. We would then not reach those parking lots anymore, I think. Temperatures are low. We don't have a lot of workers in here. Why is that? Why are we slowly dropping temperature? Why is everyone not going to the heating plant? Did I move enough vehicles over where they can't reach here anymore? Oh, I know. These new parking lots are not set up correctly yet. They are set to only accept university education, not anyone. So no one is driving these. I really wish we could have this as a default setting somewhere. Hopefully they now go to the parking lots over here again. Should be able to reach those, no problem. So I basically took all the cars away from everyone, and no one was able to go to the heating plant anymore. Yes, people are very unhappy because of what I did. I hope this is going to get resolved. Wait, they're now all going onto the left lane to then go onto the right lane? I don't understand. Do we get some people here? A few. Also, probably lots of them going into the construction site, so let's reduce that amount. Even though the construction is almost done. But heating kind of has priority right now. It's still dropping. Yes, happiness is low. It's very cold. We are working on it. I should have someone living here, basically. Not care about the pollution. They can take the car into town or something. Next to the fire station. Only one person in the heating plant now. Now production has stopped completely. Temperature is dropping rapidly. And it's not even proper winter yet. Traffic coming from one... Wait, what's this? Oh, this is the old traffic nonsense. That one isn't fixed yet. Traffic coming from one gets an extra 50%. Moving out of this area to work sites has higher priority than coming back into town. Oh man, we're gonna lose so many people. And of course now we have winter. The road to the technical service hasn't been done yet. I thought that one would be quicker. We'll have a few water issues. That's a good amount of workers. Back to 10. Good. That is okay. It's not great yet. We still have low temperatures, but it is increasing again. We probably had another death spike because of that. Ambulance is not arriving is weird. Everything should be in range. I should get rid of the construction offices up here. They might still bring construction materials from all the way the customs house down to the construction sites, whereas the other ones would be way closer. We are building the prison. Once all of these constructions are done, we'll change things up here. Yes, heating problem. Yes, it's very cold. We don't have enough workers in the heating plant. Population is dropping. Don't have anyone in the oil refinery right now. Population count in these buildings is plummeting. And I don't really have a way to force them to go into the heating plant with the cars. They are picking that themselves. Let's increase this to maximum and see if maybe more people decide this is a worthwhile workplace. And let's turn off the oil refinery for now. People living in this village will turn on their own heating, theoretically, if it gets too cold. So we have our courthouse, we have our police station, still too cold. It's improving, but it's very cold right now. We need to get rid of some of these cases, probably make a clean slate and start anew to start working on these. Heating is more important right now than criminal cases. We have our fire station. Let's get through winter. I don't know. I don't want to make a route full of like personal vehicles from the bus stop to the heating plant. That would like kind of defeat the purpose. Oh my god, these buildings are emptying out rapidly. Well, I guess I can't blame them. I do want to know... This year, our population had a little bit of a dip. But that's only a little dip because it's also tracking all of the people living in villages. Slight issue with like an excess amount of deaths this year and escapes. Birth rate didn't compensate for that. So yeah. Basically need more people. On the plus side, traffic isn't a problem anymore right now. So, come summer, we might be able to turn this into a roundabout without too many people getting upset. Can't fit a road through there, so we have to go around the prison, I guess. As a bypass. That would create a lot of traffic over there for the time. I might also have to make one through here. Just a temporary one. Yeah, the heating plant doesn't get any more workers, but we are not consuming as much heat, which is why it doesn't have any issues right now. It's dropping again, minus 15 degrees. Come on, people. Work in the damn heating plant. I wish I could now turn this into a turn right lane and then a go straight lane. Okay, technical service is hooked up again. So water supply has been restored. As well as sewage handling. I can't, come on, send more people here, Jesus Christ. You're freezing, but you're deciding to work like anywhere. People are really unproductive right now, meaning we can't deal with a lot of shoppers in here either. Their low happiness has severely affected like throughput and efficiency. Well, that's not going too well. I said well twice. First crime on trial. Not getting through limitation that time. Still lacking quite the amount of university educated people. And temperature's not helping. I will build a residential building here to deal with this. I will drop down a 100-person flat so they can live here and take care of the heating plant. And they will have parking lots to drive into town. And that's going to be that. So we have enough people living on site to deal with the heating plant. It will be a very crappy building. It will be very polluted, but they should still be able to get into town and get their needs filled. And yes, fill that building up with as many people as you can from anywhere, domestically. Unemployed people here is very strange to me. Do we really have not enough cars? I guess you are relying on cars on the original parking lots. There's still plenty here. Not so much here and here. There's a decent chunk of cars available. I can't cut the road now and turn it into a roundabout. That would like be deadly. I mean, we're already suffering immensely. I think if I have to give them the opportunity to drive cars anywhere, I have to be a little bit more liberal with where they are living. So yes, they can live here and take a car back into town, and that's it. So I have to get some cars for them to drive. It would need to be 100 cars, basically. Otherwise they're going to be very unhappy. I wish I wouldn't have to do that. I wish I could just say high priority. So they drive here and fill all the jobs first before they drive to any other job sites. Yep, population dropped by 2/3 in all of these. That was very painful. I don't even want to look and see how the village is doing. They didn't have that many people left to begin with, but I guess their heating might have lasted way longer. Yes, the school and the kindergarten probably ran out, but they might have just decided to stop sending people there for the time. And they still have heating issues. No, staff issues, okay. But the heat is not doing too well. It's a very cold winter. If I didn't switch to our US-based loaning strategy, this would have been the end. Since we would have run out of money without any recourse for like imports for materials. Maybe I should hire fresh people to move into this building. I still need to get vehicles first. These aren't large parking lots anyway. Yeah. Once it gets warm enough, I think we have to turn this into a roundabout to alleviate traffic issues. And then see if we can grow our population again. And hope that they send enough people to the heating plant until this residential building gets built. And then we need to supply enough parking lots for that residential building. You might be able to walk over there from here. These are large parking lots. We could have a bunch of parking lots behind the heating plant. Still double digits negative, minus 18 degrees now. Heating problems starting. Can't keep up. It's just draining the heat from everything. It's so cold. At least it's not going negative. I mean, that's a small consolation. What's the walking distance from your area to here? Wow, if it was a straight line, you could even reach the shopping center. Traffic jam? Wait, what? Oh, you're out of fuel. Sure. I guess we can help you. It's gonna be a long trip to refuel, or to send fuel there, but we'll have to do that. Otherwise our vehicles are not gonna be working. Still minus 16 degrees. Come on. Population seems to be holding. Temperature is not that great. I hope it's improving soon. If I disrupt this traffic, I don't know if... Oh yeah, the dirt road does work. Okay, 670 meters. Yeah, heating problems. It's minus 17 degrees mid of January. It's brutal. Oh, we don't have enough people here, so... Also, don't send a lot of workers directly onto the construction site, otherwise this is going to get overfilled again. I also have to move the road cranes somewhere else, maybe in this area, or next to the parking lots. This intersection is a weak point. The rest seem to be fine, but as soon as we fix this, something else is gonna crop up, I guess. Oh yeah, I'd also need to hook this up to the road, otherwise it's not gonna get built. I don't really need this footpath here. They can just walk along the road, that's fine. Oh great. I cancelled the bridge. So they can just get to the road and then walk in here somewhere. It's creating more snapping points on the road, but the distance is still quite long. Minus 15 degrees, still. Temperature's low. 5 degrees. I think the game is trying to tell me that having a lack of control with the vehicles is not the way to go in regards to heating. Which I understand, it makes sense. You're out of fuel. I hope you don't get stranded and drop off the fuel in the gas station and then refuel yourself. Where was the gas station? It was here somewhere. Can't see it. Oh, it's here. Right. I can't change anything. I could just start using buses or personal vehicle lines, like bringing people from here to directly the heating plant with like some road cars. But I don't want to. Maybe the game gave us an extra brutal winter because we took out a large US-based loan and now the US just changed the weather to make us suffer. Okay, fuel has been delivered. You're about to refuel. That's okay. I'll probably have to get a bunch of migrants. Yep, population is dropping again. We're not getting enough workers in the heating plant. Well then. Let's see if you can maybe pick up some cars and do some things. Some of them are driving around here, so... Stop production, great. Awesome. I believe in you. It has been a very brutal January. Temperatures are slowly climbing. I don't trust this thing yet, but maybe this will be the relief we're seeking. But we still need to produce some heating. I think it's time to try and do that roundabout. I don't think I'll be able to fit a road here. I was wondering if I could squeeze a bypass road through here, but apparently not. So we'll just turn on the bridge, I guess. Still no one. Just very few people working here. I don't think only cars is sustainable with the lack of control that we have. I might be missing something, yes. But it feels like if I can't prioritize a workplace for the cars to go to, I can't ensure the safety of our nation. Because I want people to go into the heating plant before they go to the oil refinery. And right now I can't do that unless I like turn off the oil refinery, but that's not a solution. Our prison got completed. Need some refrigerated truck to bring some meat in there. That's the wrong customs house, but it's only one truck. Come on. Finish this building. I could get foreign workers to finish this. I guess I could move foreign workers into working this heating plant as an emergency. We already lost a lot of people. These buildings are almost completely empty. Things are falling apart. This is going from the last 2 episodes, me being really happy, to we lost everything. And it's just that tiny bit of there was not enough people in the heating plant, so the productivity started to slip away. Everyone is really unproductive now, 30%-ish, so they can't keep up with demand, and that has spiraled into a really big problem. I don't think we have a lot of supplies left. Not supplies. A lot of loyalty for our people left. To demand 20% loyalty, I think we're like at the point where that might not even be possible. Unknown loyalty. Yep. I guess they drive around, find out the loyalty, and then kick themselves out of the secret police, maybe. We're seeing positive temperatures again, and the heating plant is still struggling. We're not having a lot of workers in there. Maybe this building will help for next winter. Once it is in place, I will do the roundabout in this area. 2 more deliveries of prefab panels. Bunch of workers. Okay. Loyalty went up to 42%. That is not because of what we did. A lot of people can't visit a doctor because we don't have people here to treat anyone. So let's get a few more residents. Fill this building up again. 46 university educated people should be good enough. Maybe the issue was that the police station and the courthouse opened up, so people had enough workplaces locally, so they didn't go to the heating plant anymore. But I never really saw more than 10 people at the heating plant at the same time. So I'm not sure if that was actually the issue. We did have more parking spaces before that. Almost there. As I said, as soon as this thing finishes, I will tear down this road. They will have to take the dirt road bypass or the bridge, one of the two, to get to where they want to go. The bridge is open. Alright. Lots of religion sympathy, so lots of people from villages. And that will definitely ensure that the heating plant is fully occupied. But now is the time to take care of this roundabout. Okay. We have all road pieces here. One over here. One here. Hook those up. Too long. To shorten that a little bit. And I want this to be built relatively quickly for, well, some reasons. So we'll hook everything up to everything. so they can reach everything. And we'll also preemptively turn off these one-way roads so they can actually drive back and forth to where they need to go. That's already a dirt road. And this will create traffic issues, but hopefully not for too long. No, I can't get rid of that snapping point. So, do we still have parking lots over here in range? Yes, we do. You're also all in range. Lots of unemployment in here, but that's okay. I don't need this building to be completely full, I just need the heating plant to work. Also, I don't need distribution office supplying resources in here anymore. Get 2 more parking lots here for our residences. We'll fill those up with cars. Okay, I don't need that many people working in here, but I will leave those workplaces open. Another thing I can do is I can have these people just walking into the prison and working that one as well. So if they want, they can walk in there and work that one. Locally. It should take care of unemployment. It does not take care of people who have children in the building and can't go to work because of that. But I'm okay with that. It will show up as unemployment, but oh well. When I was a child, my people drove me to a kindergarten, and I was living in East Germany. It was in a neighboring village, but I had to be driven there. So maybe they can do that, like parents move their children to kindergartens or schools during free time, if they have time, by car. And then they would immediately switch to go and find work with the car from the kindergarten or the school. Traffic issues aren't too bad, it looks like. Need to make this corner correct, so the traffic inside has the priority. Don't need that many firefighters in here. 12 would be fine. Just need to ensure that the vehicles get to a fire and hold out until a helicopter dumps a few tons of water on top. Well, this is like trying to recover now. We will see if we will recover if this building fills up. The other buildings I had to hire new migrants. Those are our first migrants ever. We only used domestic people before that, but yeah, I didn't want to go around and click and search for a bunch of people living in small buildings, so that's what I did. I wonder if you should be able to re-trigger this migration. Like if a building completely empties out, you go in and say, please fill it up with domestic or foreign workers again, like when the building gets initially built. That could be useful. I hope this roundabout solves things without traffic lights. So many cars trying to get through here. Also our construction vehicles, of course. I didn't turn this one into regular roads, so they can't drive in here from there. I guess once this one gets built, they can use this road to access this area, but not to start out with. Happiness is abysmal, and we already dropped 50% of our population in this building. Unemployment, some unemployment, no unemployment, or wonder why. We probably need to, if we want to make this work, institute the institute the thing where we are allowed to move people via bus to critical infrastructure. So no buses for passengers, no buses for... yeah, no buses for passengers. School buses should be fine. A tram would also solve this, a tram route. How's the population in the village? Pretty good. Since they can heat themselves, they were unaffected by the heating crisis. So they seem to have survived fine. The happiness is low, but they didn't run away. Okay, now we have road access into the whole construction area, and exit, once this one is here, is also available. Once they finish building this, they can drive out onto that one-way road. But that should alleviate some of the traffic over here, as they now are able to move people into the construction sites via this road. And I guess they can also have regular traffic go that way again, since they will be able to drive through the dirt road for the time being. Maybe a star road would be the solution instead of a roundabout. I'm just messing around. Yes, happiness is low. Can't reach anything. 10 more people left. food, visit doctor. Current demand. Should be able to take a car, unless all of them are occupied, but they shouldn't be. There's plenty. Well, plenty. It's 14 plus another 14, and we have 100. We had 100 people living there. We'll have to wait until the parking lots come online, so we supply more transportation. Car sharing could solve this. People had a shared demand. They could car share or ride share. It's looking pretty dire again. I was so confident that everything was running smooth, and then, well, we got a proper winter, I guess. And now we're stuck in the situation of unhappiness and not enough workers for anything. So people kind of need to recover now. Roundabout is coming along. Doesn't look very nice, but hopefully it'll work. This corner is bugging me, but I'm not going to change it. It's very, very tight. Are we still getting workers on the asphalt plants? Yes. Missing resources, bitumen. Oh right, of course. We don't have anyone refining anything. We don't have any bitumen for our asphalt plant. I didn't build a storage or anything, so that makes sense. So please get to the oil refinery and refine some. I think all of them are done. At least the loop itself. Just need some asphalt for this one. That's a very sharp corner. Okay, we're making a little bit of bitumen again. We do need to set up the traffic signs for the roundabout and see if the issue is resolved. But first we need to wait for that one to be built, and we can check. I want to remove those snapping points, at least that one. That one is kind of important. Oh, it's probably one way. No, it's not one way. Okay. Let me turn it into two-way. Now it's all one road. Okay. Oh, is that also another way to remove snapping points more conveniently? Didn't remove that one. Nope, didn't remove that one. Now we removed it. It's a little bit further away from the intersection at least. That one is now also complete. And there we go. We don't have the full amount of traffic in this area, so it's going to take a while before we see if this has actually any positive effect on our traffic situation. If we still get there, of course. There's a lot of traffic going that way. Yeah, these junctions, these many little junctions are not ideal in close proximity. Down to 30 people. Looks like it's slowly balancing itself out to how many people we can actually sustain with the vehicles we have, which is about 28. This one hasn't increased yet, still 48 people. This one is holding, and this one is holding also. Well, that was not that great, but we made it through. We don't have any problems with money right now because of what I did with the whole nuclear fuel thing. We are in deep debt, but that's fine. They're not coming for us. We're a sovereign nation, it's fine. They can't do anything to us. Well, that's going to be it for now. Maybe next episode we can check and see if we can rebuild. Nothing burned down or anything, it's just I need to find a way to prioritize. Oh my god. Why are there so many people? Oh, there's construction vehicles, right. We need to find a way to prioritize the heating plant with personal vehicles in some way. I don't know how. That's a lot of traffic trying to get out of here. I also need to redo this one. I need this route to go here and then split up and go down here. This intersection with the short road segments does not work well with traffic. But yeah, we'll take a look at that next time. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good rest of your Sunday evening. And take care. I don't even know what to look at the end. I guess I'm gonna look at our industry, what we built so far, and I'll make that the screenshot, far away from all the chaos. Alright.